Hello and welcome back to Work, Life and Zen. I am really glad you are here. Before we begin, let's arrive together. Take a slow breath in and a gentle exhale out. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw unclench. Just notice that you are here. Today, I want to talk about conflict and the difficult conversations that come with it. Sometimes it's small, a tone that didn't land well, an email that feels sharper than it needed to be, a short exchange that lingers longer than it should. And sometimes it's bigger, a conversation you've been avoiding, a tension that keeps resurfacing, a relationship that feels strained. Sometimes this shows up at work, and sometimes it shows up at home, with a partner, with a friend, with family. Different spaces, same human nervous system. If we are honest, most of us would prefer less of it. Less tension, less emotional weight. But wherever there are people, there will be differences. Different perspectives, different expectations, different inner worlds walking into the same space. So maybe the question isn't how do I eliminate conflict? Maybe it's this. How do I move through it without losing myself? Not long ago, I received an email that felt like a personal attack. My chest tightened instantly. My breathing shifted. Before I had even finished reading it, I was already drafting a defensive reply in my head. I interpreted tone. I assumed intention. I felt dismissed. But nothing had actually happened yet. The conflict was alive, but only inside me. And we rarely argue about facts. We argue about the stories we have built around them. Most conflict grows in interpretation. I often think of conflict like standing too close to a painting. When you press your face right up against the canvas, all you see are individual brush strokes. Texture, contrast, sharp lines. Without distance, it can look chaotic, even harsh. But when you step back, you see the images these strokes are part of. In conflict, we usually stand too close. We react to the brushstroke without seeing the whole picture. And this is even harder in close relationships, because at home, we stand closest to the painting, which means we react fastest because we care more. Underneath all of this, something very human is happening. Your nervous system reacts in milliseconds. Tight chest, faster thoughts, urgency. Your body moves before your wisdom does. And if you respond from that state, you're not responding to the situation. You're responding to activation. That's when emails get sent too quickly. That's when voices sharpen at home. That's when small misunderstandings quietly grow into emotional distance. But conflict isn't the problem. Unexamined reaction is. With that email, I didn't send the reply. Not because I was calm, but because I recognized that I wasn't. When I came back later, the tone I thought was hostile was simply rushed, poorly worded. What almost became conflict became clarification. And if I had sent that first reply, I would have been arguing with the story, not a person. If you take something practical from today, let it be this. When conflict arises, notice your body. Before you analyze the situation, check yourself. Is your chest tight? Is your breathing shallow? Awareness interrupts autopilot. Then question the story. Ask gently, what am I assuming right now? Do I actually know their intention, or am I feeling it in? Especially at home, we assume intention quickly, but most of the time it's not malice. It's fatigue, stress, distraction, misalignment. Certainty closes conversation. Curiosity opens them. Then delay the reaction. Not forever, but long enough for clarity to return. Clarity comes after regulation. Emotions are like clouds moving across the sky. When you are inside the storm, it feels permanent. But if you step back, you see that it's moving. The anger, the defensiveness, the hurt, they all pass. Sometimes the wisest thing you can do in a meeting or in your living room is let the cloud pass before you speak. This matters deeply. At work, your response shapes culture. Your steadiness builds trust. At home, your response shapes emotional safety. The people closest to you feels your reactivity the fastest. The way you react under pressure is who you are until you practice something different. Work and life are not separate. The nervous system you bring into one is the same one you bring into the other. And just because we know this doesn't mean we'll always get it right. You will still react sometimes. I still do. This isn't about perfection, it's about awareness, and awareness gives you joys. And in the next episode, we'll take this further. We'll move from regulation to communication. We'll talk about practical ways to manage conflict, how to express disagreement without escalation, how to set boundaries clearly, how to listen in a way that actually reduces tension. Because awareness is the foundation, but communication is the bridge, and we'll build that bridge together. Before we close, let's practice the pause one more time. Take a slow breath in and out. Notice the space that one breath creates. That space exists in conflict too, even if it feels small, especially then. Thank you for being here with me. Until next time, be steady, be aware, take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon.